Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Miss Elizabeth Loda from Women in Philanthropy. They call it WHIT for short, right?
Correct.
17 years strong.
Yes.
First 2 years was just kind of pulling money together, right?
That's right, building our endowment.
Okay, and you all have given out a lot of money to Beaufort County nonprofit organizations. So tell us a little bit about how the organization came to be, what your focus is, and how much you all have been able to donate.
Well, over the last 15 years, the first 2 years, we just collected membership contributions to build our endowment fund, which has now grown to over $1 million. So we take the income from the endowment fund and the membership contributions yearly, and that's what makes up our grant monies for the year. And over the 15 years that we've been giving grants, we've given out a little bit over $600,000 to Beaufort
wonderful.
County nonprofits.
And so it's all Beaufort County focused.
Yes, all Beaufort County nonprofits. And this coming year, each year, I have to go back.
Yeah.
Each year we choose a theme.
And there's one coming up for this year.
Yes.
Okay.
And the theme coming up for this coming year, which is not surprising, is providing a major impact program to alleviate concerns caused by COVID-19.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then there are 3 categories underneath that: for medical and mental health, education, K through 6, including special needs, and also for employment issues caused by COVID-19. So the letters are going out to nonprofits in another month, and then we'll get the applications coming in for projects. We like to have projects because we're hoping that rather than just throwing money at all the problems, that maybe we can find solutions for the problems. So that's why we ask for applications in the form of projects.
Okay, so give us an idea, like paint a picture of, let's say I'm a 501c3, and what would I be presenting to you? Paint a picture of that.
Well, we would hope to have an application that would show us how much they're asking for and what the project would look like.
What do you like to see? You know,
Well-
like what kind of a project would be like, oh yes, like this one is really something we want to get behind.
Something that would apply exactly to our theme.
Yeah.
Something that put out exactly what the costs would be involved and showing us exactly what the expected outcomes would hopefully be. That's what we would be looking for. And so we polled our membership to see, of the 3 categories in this theme, how they felt about the importance.
Right.
And the medical and mental health, 50% felt that was most important.
Yeah.
35% felt education, and the remainder was for employment issues. So when the grant applications come in and we make the grants, they will fall roughly into those categories.
I gotcha. Now this is really exciting. So let's talk a little bit about, this is kind of a membership year as well. And I love that you all took 2 years to kind of, the planning behind being able to launch. And to get out there. So that sounds like it's going to require some dynamic group of people to make that happen. So let's talk a little bit about what you're looking for in membership and how we can get involved. And it's for women.
Yeah.
It's always so good to have a women's group that you could just dive into.
Yes, and the great thing about WHIP, which is our nickname, it's an acronym, is that you don't have to be terribly involved. If you're involved in your own business or other interests that you have, we just want you as a member, and you're just as valuable just to be a member and not doing anything. If you want to join committees and work on things, that's fine too, and it's a wonderful way to meet like-minded women. But if you don't want to do that, you're too busy, we're just as happy to have you as a member.
Yeah. So you all have been meeting at your office space right now. Usually it's at the Community Foundation, but things that we've had to change, and you guys have just rolled with the punches.
Yes, we're a fund of Community Foundation, and we meet there in their conference room.
Normal times.
Monthly, in normal times, yes. And during the pandemic, we've been meeting in my office.
So how often do you all meet? And, it just sounds fabulous. It sounds like a fabulous group. And do you have like a website where you can sort of stay updated, or is it more of a social media based type thing? Or how do people learn a little bit more about y'all?
Well, we have 2 luncheons. Your first question was, when do we meet? We
Yeah.
have 2 luncheons a year in the spring and the fall.
Is there one coming up?
No, we've had to cancel 2.
boo.
We canceled the spring luncheon, which is where we usually showcase
Yeah.
the grants that have been fulfilled. They have to complete them within a year, and then they have to show us what they've done at the spring luncheon. And then the fall luncheon, which was to take place in another week, but we'll be doing it by video instead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lunch
so-
at the desk. I mean, that's, you bring your own lunch and you have lunch right there on Zoom. I mean, sometimes it's, when you have a Zoom meeting, I Zoom all the time. It's sort of like, you want to listen to the person who's speaking, and at the same time, you need to eat your lunch,
That's right.
So have a big luncheon on Zoom. I think that's fabulous.
That's right. So as far as joining,
Yeah.
because it's community foundation, they take the memberships right there at the desk in community foundation, or it can be mailed in. And the cost for membership is at any level upwards, but the minimum is $300.
Okay, perfect. I mean, that's great. You put a little skin in the game that way, something you want to get behind, and that your membership is going to be going toward the grant, right?
Yes, and that a committee is going to be going over those applications, and it's going to be going toward a project that is going to make a difference.
Yeah.
And,
So you can take advantage of being on a community and being part of it that way.
And they're monitored all year long
love
as
it.
they're going through, and then they have to report at the end of the year. So there's accountability.
Perfect, Elizabeth Loda. So nice to meet you. So nice to spend some time with you. Women in Philanthropy. Perfect. Join. Get busy. Join. We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.